Okay, let me show you how to set up your writer's notebook. First off, you want to make sure you have your 100-page composition notebook for you to be able to do this. And so now I want to just kind of guide you through. Pretty simple, so this video won't be long, but just so you have those questions answered, then I'm going to show you a copy of my notebook just so you can get an idea. Uh, you, so let me show you. Open up to the very first page. And then your first page is going to be your table of contents, okay? So your writer's notebook is where we're going to be doing everything this year. Where all our writing, you don't need a binder like you do in most classes, but all of your writing will be um, based out of this notebook. Most likely you won't run out of pages. If you do, well, then amazing. That's a great thing to do because it shows you how much you've been working in this class. So I have three different things in your table of contents. Now, uh, in these three, I'm going to go through them, explain them, and then I'm going to show you pretty basic how it's going to look in your notebook. And if you're like, okay, I got this, I don't need it, you can just pause the video and just start to work on it. But the one thing I want to tell you to do not waste paper. Okay. So again, your first page is your table of contents, and I'll show that to you in a minute. And then I want to show you the first 70 pages. So after the table of contents, this is the writing portion. So daily, as we're doing lessons, as we're doing quick writes, which is going to be at least 2 to 3 times a week, you're going to be doing a quick write and building on that as we're revising and editing our work. I'll give you papers and directions on doing that later. Today we're just focused on designing it. Uh, the this is where we're gonna write every day. So when you come to class or if you're virtual.
Coach Kidd, come to the front office, please.
So as you hear, even when you're not here, there are announcements. And so, anyways, all right. So this is where the one thing you need to have. You need, well, two. One, you need to have your independent reading book, and then also you need to have your writing notebook. So the rest of it will be online in Google Doc. But there's going to be times where I'm going to ask you to take a picture of your writer's notebook and either through email and you submit it through Canvas on your computer, or if you have the Canvas app, you can download it, the picture onto that, but it needs to be clear and I need to be able to read it. So put pages 1 through 70. So all you need to do is count out one. Now in the notebook, it's front and back. So page 1 is the front, page 2 is the back. Okay, so page 1 through 70 is your writer's notebook, and then that is, like you see, is the meat of your notebook. It's a place where we're going to write daily. Then the second part is 71 through 90. This is a passage study. So this is where we're going to keep work. We create during mini lessons. So if we're talking about plot, I would tell you to say, all right, flip to your passage study. So if we're doing something there, you can keep track of that mini lesson in that part of the notebook because I don't want you to take up the writing part. And then, and you see it says fill up the pages. Don't just do one thing per page or you're going to run out quickly. So your passage study needs to be, all right, well, day 1, day 2, and we'll talk more about that when it comes to it. And then finally, 91 to 100 is your word nudge study. And I'll explain more about what this is as we're doing our independent reading. But it's a place where we're going to collect words that in your independent reading or in life or in our passages or our studies that intrigue you. You maybe don't know what it means. It seems like an interesting word, but we need to include where we found the word and what to understand the word meaning. So when you do your table of contents, I want you to give the description too. So pause the video or pause the screen share, whatever, and write this down. And I'm going to show you my example in a moment. So again, what you need to do now is open up your notebook and start writing this down. Okay, so now I have in front of you inside of my writer's notebook. I told you before that I don't have a good handwriting, but you see what I did is I broke it up into my table of contents. Pages 1 through 70, writer's meeting notebook, writing the meat of the notebook. 71 through 90, the passage study. This is your mini lesson review, and then if I move it up just a little bit, sorry for the banner, 90 to 100 is the word nerd study. Now again, I gave more instructions here than maybe I did there. So the spoiler alert, the first passage that we're going to do is called I'm From. So I'm going to say, obviously, when I flip, I want you to number all the pages. You see there's 2, and on the back I have 3, like that. So go through your notebook and number the whole thing. Okay. So the first quick word we're going to do, I'm going to put officially page 1. So it may not end up being, it may be 99. It doesn't matter. So page 1, you can do this when we start it, but I just want to give you an example. From ... And that's, oh, I didn't put 1, did I? So anyways, sorry about that. I'm from. So that tells me when I'm grading your notebook, and I'll explain more about it, but I plan on checking these notebooks every couple of weeks, and I want to see, and you're going to choose what you found your best writing to be in that first couple of weeks. We're going to revise it daily. So we may be talking about I'm from for a couple of days. So I'm going to tell you to go back and work on it some more. Just be prepared. So anyways, but I want to see where your writing is. This is where your beautiful words, things that you come up with, this is really where you're going to express yourself and you're going to learn the most. So make sure you have this set up. After you do, again, I'm going to be checking on that. So I really want you to be able to have that ready. If you need any help, just let me know.